Hey everybody, this is Bethany from Cranberry Essentials, and thought I'd go ahead and do a reading for the weekend of the 28th, 29th, and we'll add the 30th in there just because that's when the full moon goes. Today I am using a new deck. It is by Colette Baron-Reid. If you're not familiar with her decks, they have some of the most beautiful graphics out there. And it is an oracle deck. It's not a tarot deck. It is an oracle deck, which tends to give you a little bit different answers versus a tarot deck. It's going to give you sort of a unusual, this one especially, and I picked it up because the idea of the enchanted map was really interesting to me. I had seen a few other readers, Danny Shea, Bathroom Tarot, and let's see, Lilac Lantern, they had used it. So I knew what it was, sort of what it was about, but I wanted to see it for myself. The other part about that was, years ago I used to work for a mapping company, so the idea was kind of interesting to me. I wanted to see how that worked. But it's more like if you had a map of an amusement park, and it says, you know, this is this land and this land and this land. It's sort of more like that, you know, where you know that if you go to this one, you're going to get this kind of rides. If you go to this one, you're going to have that kind of a ride. So yeah, but it's a very interesting deck, and I went through it last night, piece by piece, and did some work on it, just to familiarize myself with all of it. So as I said, we're doing this for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, because we're going to include the full moon energy that we are certainly already feeling. You usually feel it three days before, 3 days after. This is not only a full moon, but it is a lunar eclipse. So we have some very big energy. If you haven't checked it out, I just did a video on the lunar eclipse and talking about that and what it means. If you want some more information, you can check that out. And that will be up as well this weekend. So, all right, what do we need to know for this weekend for the greater good? Think of a question in your mind. What is it that you're looking for guidance on? Pull that question to the forefront before we pull these cards. I'll give you a second. Got it? Okay. All right. I have found when I do this, I do it in groups of 3, and I do 3 levels. And that seems to work really well. It comes out a lot like a storyline. Okay. All right. So the first one is the balancing act. Notice there's a ship floating on air, and he is letting loose petals into the wind. So he's trailing pieces of himself off behind, and it's really about, are you overdoing it? This has been a common theme, by the way. Trying to balance out dealing with what you have to deal with now and knowing what you need to, or want to do further on, and how do I get to that point? The second one is home. So this to me feels like this is where your thoughts are right now. So you've got home. Maybe you're dealing with the energy of the holiday, coming together of people, trying to keep things moving, and that sort of, yeah, Yeah, so the third card in this is coming to life. What a great card. So the energy to me feels like it is something where you are maybe struggling a bit to keep all those balls up in the air as you're juggling along. I will say this year is about letting go of the things that don't serve you. As hard as this year has been, it has taught us that we can do more with less. And that is very much a message going forward, that it's less about the material things and more about the heart and the soul and the mind. All right. In the second row, we have peaks of joy. There are some really wonderful moments that we're dealing with right now, and that will continue as you go through the holiday season. It may look a little differently. And this is a really interesting card. This is the bone collector. And what I was talking about is the bone collector means that when you are searching for that thing that's within yourself, that you really, really want, or perhaps you want a deep aspiration, like you want to a new job that fulfills you, or you want a new career that will help you to move forward. You want a home that people can gather, family, a relationship that is what you want it to be. You have to look at yourself first. Okay, how is what is going on within myself that I need to work on in order to do this? So a lot of times when people have say they want to attract a relationship, they have to take a look at what it is deep down that they really want in that relationship. Sometimes the biggest lesson is to let go of those things that you think you want, because when you get them, you know, that's that whole Garth Brooks unanswered prayers thing. Some of my biggest things in my life have been the things that I haven't had success with, and that includes relationships. You know, that these were the teaching moments, the things that make you realize that you're so focused over here on this side that you're not seeing this here. This is a possibility. So if I'm interested in a relationship, he's got to be a doctor, he's got to be, you know, high level or whatever, make lots of money. And over here is a guy who is self-made, may not be on the corporate ladder, but is intelligent, who is thoughtful, and willing to work on things, whereas this guy may not have time for it. So you kind of have to look at that as well. All right, and the last one in that line is the talisman. So a talisman is usually something that you use to signify what it is that you want, or it can be a charm or a good luck, or it can be a protector. It can be something physical. It can be something that is something that means something to you. So, all right, so let's take another look. So the third line here is, it's a little fairy, and she has a snail bottom on her. I don't know if you can see that very well. I apologize, it's blowing it out a little bit. It says slow and steady. Not everything good happens overnight. And I am the least patient person on the face of this earth. I'm not kidding you. I have horrible patience. And it is something that I will struggle with till the day I die. And probably thereafter. I'm not a patient person whatsoever. But I do understand that things come in cycles and things come in flow, and you have to be in the right place at the right time for them to happen. And that's really what this is about, is being patient. It is coming. But first, you need to heal yourself. I'm seeing this, the bone collector. This to me says there's something inside of yourself that you need to heal first. This is telling me that there is a piece of yourself that you haven't finished with. You think you have, but it still colors how you think of things. You know, this can be something that you've had since childbirth. This could be something that you have more recently attained. We are a culmination of our experiences. And those hurts that happen to us all put another level of understanding into our box of emotions and ideas. And so unless you, I'm not saying that you have to forget about what's been done. Some things, you're better off remembering the lesson, but you do need to forgive and move on. Otherwise, you're carrying things forward that you don't need to carry. Oftentimes, when people hurt you, it's not about you. It's about them. And that's a really hard lesson to learn. And that, I can tell you, I've experienced that myself. And the last one is stuck in the mud. Be careful not to hold on to those things. This is what I was talking about. Slow and steady, heal the ouch, stuck in the mud. Do not hold on to those like a talisman to protect yourself. Because if you do, you're going to miss those things that are coming forward. You know, there's a reason why this is one. This is the eternal being. This is the eternal soul. Everything, this is a culmination of all experiences within yourself. So if what you're striving for is hope, serene, and peaceful energy, and you feel like you're stressing yourself out, that's that balancing act. Just be patient, understand that what you want is coming to life. It'll get here. It's going to take time and energy anyways. We're all in a holding pattern with the end of this year. It really has been a cycle of trying to heal and let go and transform. I had said to someone the other day that this was an energy, the entire year has been an energy of adapting. Whether we wanted to or not, it's about adapting. So, and as we go into this full moon, yeah, all of these things are shadow work. These are the pieces of yourself that you've kept within, that have a great influence on everything that you do. It's still there. So this is your opportunity do yourself a little favor. On the full moon on Sunday into Monday, whatever. Do it on Monday, full moon. Write down all the things that people have done to you that hurt you. Write them on a piece of paper. And then rip the pieces of paper up and light them on fire. And burn them. Don't burn anything else. Just burn that. It has a healing energy. You are releasing that out into the universe. And you're encouraging healing within yourself. We can all use a lot of healing. All right. That was a big message for this weekend. It went much longer than I thought it was going to go. I can't say this enough. I am so thankful for those of you who've chosen to follow along with me on this journey. It started out as a way for me to expand myself and to gain some confidence. And just in the short time, I have found such support from people, and it's been fantastic. It has opened up a new world to me, and it has shown that I can have the confidence to move forward with this. And so can you. All right. Sending much joy, much love. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'm sending blessings from Maine.